Hey guys, Drifter here. Welcome to Advanced Warfare in Depth. In today's episode, we're going to be reviewing the MP11 Goliath submachine gun. This is definitely a fan favorite in multiplayer. I see a lot of MP11 Goliaths. You guys like to collect and use these, so I thought it would be fun to review it for in depth. The gameplay is from the one, the only, the infamous J-Hub. You can check out his channel at youtube.com/xjhubx. He helps me out with a ton of videos, so I'd appreciate it if you go check him out and subscribe if you want to. But he's got me some awesome MP11 Goliath gameplay, and let's talk about what makes this submachine gun so good. Well, first of all, we know it has +3 damage, and that translates into a radically different damage profile than the normal MP11. The normal MP11 will do 30, 24, 19, meaning 30 up close, 24 at medium range, and 19 at a distance. The Goliath still deals 30 up close, so we're not going to get any 3-shot kills on that one, unfortunately, but the medium range has been replaced with 30, and the long range has been replaced with 24, so we're getting a pretty huge buff to medium and long range damages. And one thing I'd like to note is that 24 is almost 25, so that means if they've been hurt just a little bit, you can actually get some 4-shot kills at long ranges. Normally though, if they've got full health, the regular MP11 will kill between 4 and 6 shots. That's pretty standard for submachine guns in Call of Duty. 4 to 6 is nothing really to scoff at. And the MP11 Goliath will kill between 4 and 5 shots. So there's one less shot to kill at long ranges. Submachine guns, you're going to hit that long range pretty quickly, so that's definitely going to help the long range lethality of this weapon. But the really cool thing here is the 4-shot kill range gets a pretty massive buff. The normal 4-shot kill range on a regular vanilla MP11 is about 12 meters. That's about the maximum of shotgun range is your maximum effective range. The Goliath has a 22-meter 4-shot kill range, which almost doubles it. That makes it a much more effective weapon, a lot more competitive with something like the BAL or like some of the other assault rifles have a 4-shot kill range of something like that. So that is very dangerous, and it's essentially a big damage and range buff, and it's especially powerful for a submachine gun that shoots so incredibly fast. So the MP11 is the fastest firing base weapon in the game that I'm aware of, except the EM1, that's a little bit different. But the MP11 shoots extremely fast, so any kind of damage buff to something that shoots extremely fast is only going to compound and become much more powerful. There is one major downside to the Goliath, and that's that you get plus 30% hip spread, which kind of makes it fair. I guess they didn't want you to be able to hip fire at long ranges or go prone and just spray people. You're not going to be able to hip fire as well as you can with a normal MP11, because, you know, inside what we'll call optimal hip firing range, they're basically going to be doing the same damage and shooting at the same rate of fire, except this one's going to be less accurate. So the MP11 Goliath is really about aiming down sights and popping people at longer ranges. That's really what this one's all about. Another one of the good things is we have no attachment restrictions or fire rate nerfs. The no attachment restrictions is really good. A lot of the elites have a built-in attachment or some things that you can't put on them, and generally speaking, the weapons that have big damage buffs in this game also have slower rates of fire or smaller invisible nerfs. This one doesn't suffer anything that we know of. It just has pretty much a flat damage increase and a little bit of hip fire nerf, and that's it. So that's very good. Nothing else to really concern yourself with. And as for what I think about the MP11 Goliath, I think that this is an excellent SMG. Of all the MP11s, I do feel that this one is the best. We're going to review the Squeaker later on, and that's a good one, but I feel that this is the best MP11. This is the MP11 to have, and it's an excellent submachine gun. It can't 3-shot quite like the ASM-1 or some of the other guns can, but it can still be very effective and very dangerous up to medium and long ranges because of the damage buff, and the fire rate really helps. You can just really pump out damage with this one, so it's a very excellent weapon. And as for my advice on how to use it, I would say to always use it with advanced rifling. When you stack advanced rifling on that, you're going to get even more range on all of these shots to kill, and it's just going to be very deadly that way. Red dot sight also helps. So that's my recommendations, and if you have the MP11 Goliath, definitely hang on to it. Well guys, that's all for this episode of In Depth. I hope that you enjoyed it and you learned something useful. If you'd like to check out the previous episode, that was on the ARX160 hole puncher, and the next episode's going to be on the AK-12 finger crap. As always, if you enjoyed, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Drifter out.